to the first episode of Soul Sister Solutions, a podcast that was brainstormed while we were on vacation. I am Charmaine, the goddess, a spiritual life coach, and many other things. And this is my sister in law. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Shay.
And we are starting this podcast with the intention to assist other people with real life solutions to real life issues that a lot of us have, real life
Mhm.
challenges that a lot of us have experienced or will experience, and just giving solutions to navigate those things because it does get real in the field. Today's
Mhm.
episode is called Family Drama, and I'm sure we have all had our fair share of that. Family drama, flee or fight. Shay, tell us a little bit about your experiences because I could go on and on, but I want you to go ahead and lay your experience on the line for our viewers and our listeners.
Okay. Well, fighting, I done fought so many years for the family to be like together. Cause it was like family, let me see. It's really big. It's really crazy because family I consider is the ones I birthed, right? But back
Mm-hmm.
then I ain't know nothing about nothing, right? So me being a bigger person, grew up away from the family, you know what I'm saying, was taught morals and everything, respect. And I try to teach them. You can't take everybody with you. And then after a while, you get to fleeing. Cause they don't want what you know what I'm saying? They don't see your vision, they don't see nothing. It's
So this
always
is the
drama,
family.
drama, drama.
The family that you're speaking of is not the family that you birthed, but the
Right,
family that you were birthed into, born
right.
into.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's really hard when you adopt it. See, when you adopt it, you away from all that. But then when you go into all that, you like, hold up, what's this? Who? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a different world. Like you can speak on it like you was raised with your grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you
Mm-hmm.
can see the difference. Like if you go over to your mama's side, you go on your daddy's side, it's always drama. But it was like we was born into it.
Yeah.
And like, how do you do it? How do you? Let me see. How do you
Navigate
what
the
what
drama.
do you do when you born into it, then you grow up and then you see it? What do you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? After you fought so many times, you eventually run, but then where do you go then? Like, do you ever talk to them people again? But one thing that you did teach me was accept them people for who they are. And
Yeah.
once you told me that, it was like a burden. Like, that's who they are.
Yeah.
No other way.
And I think
That's
I
them.
think regardless of what your family dynamic looks like when you are born into it, because everybody brings some kind of drama in
Yeah.
life. It's just a part of the life experience. I think regardless of if your mama won this or your daddy won that or your grandma won this and your
Yeah.
granddaddy won that, regardless of that, you have to find and create some sense of inner peace or you'll just get wrapped up in everything that
Yeah.
they have going on.
Yeah.
And as far as the fighting or the fleeing, it's like if that person or if those people are truly important in your life, then you are going to naturally want to fight to keep the relationship thriving, to keep the relationship alive. But do you do that to your own detriment? Or do you sit back and say, hey, I think I love this person. I know I love this person and I want to be around this person, but I think it's time for me to start setting some boundaries with
Yeah.
these people.
And that's what I did. That was the first step I did because it was like how I was raised. It was like your family, you got to be around them. This is all who we have. And it was like I was brainwashed into that. And I'm like, no, I wasn't raised like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was hard. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised with don't fight your siblings. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect the elders. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that played a part of me. I carry that with me. But when you go somewhere else in the setting, you like, hold up, this ain't what I want. And then you trying to show them what you done grew up. But and it's like it's hard because it's like your family, some of them stuck.
Yeah.
Like you go around the family, they on the same old stuff, ask the same old questions, and you be like, like,
But
wait,
that's
hold
when
up.
it comes to the point of accepting people for who they are, how
Yeah.
they are, where they are, and then you getting to decide
You
how you
gotta leave them
show up.
where they are.
No, but you don't necessarily have to cut them off. Okay, so you know my history, Shay.
Yeah.
I started my spiritual awakening and I cut everybody off.
Yeah.
I just kind of disassociated myself from everybody. And some of those people came back around, but some of those people I have not seen in 8, 9, 10 years. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But what I realized is that when you shut or when you cut everybody off and you shut everybody out of your life, it's kind of like you're running from something,
Mm.
especially if you have not had the conversations with them. Hey, this is how I'm moving now.
Oh no, baby, you have to see when you're running, you don't just run. You try to solve it. You try to come around and tell them your boundaries, what
See,
you
that's
want.
different. That's different. That's the fight. That's the
Yeah.
fight. That's
Yeah,
when
I
you,
fought.
that's,
You fought.
yeah.
You fought. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to let y'all see like that ain't it over there. You know what I'm saying? But they so accustomed to it. And they think everything that they do is right and everything that you do is wrong or something like that. But when you tell them about themselves, oh, you think you better than everybody, you this and you that, and it's like stop pointing the finger all the time. Like, you know, have you ever talked to me and asked me why I feel like this, why I'm crying, why I'm hurting? Have you ever reached out to me? But that stuff is
And I
gone,
think
baby. When you let go,
that's when it's hard for them to take accountability. It's hard for some people to take accountability because then they have to admit and acknowledge that, damn, I wasn't the best person that I could have been to you, or damn, I did do some
yeah,
kind of shitty, messed up stuff. And when you hold that mirror up to them, they don't want to accept it, and that's when they're like, well, I'm just not dealing with you anymore.
yeah,
So it all comes back down to what we said in the beginning, accepting this person. I can even accept that you don't want to acknowledge or that you don't want to claim ownership for the shit that you did. That just lets me know that you ain't in the place for me to share my space and my energy and my time with you.
So when do you hold your parents accountable?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Shay, that you might not even like it. It
No.
ain't our job to hold our parents accountable.
Yeah.
It's not. Because we have no control over what another person does. We have no
Right.
control over how they feel, how they think, how they anything. We can only
Mm-hmm.
control our acceptance of, all right, this you just a shitty person, and I accept you for being that shitty person right
Right.
now. But we don't hold them. Honestly, what we should be doing is we should be practicing acceptance of them and then figuring out how we want to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
my dad is very, I would say, low vibrational. I love him. I pray for him. I've spoken to him maybe sometime last year, and we lost contact because he got a new number and I never got the new number. I
Right.
don't hold him accountable for that. I just accept that that's who he is.
Right.
And
And
I
so
don't let
throughout
his actions or inactions dictate the way that I move.
throughout the years, how did it affect you?
Honestly, in the beginning, I always wanted that, father, daughter kind
Yeah.
of dynamic. Throughout the years, I kind of resented him, honestly. I was like, why can't you just be the dad that I want you to be?
Yeah.
But the whole time he actually was the dad that I needed him to be
Right.
in order for me to raise my children the way that I'm raising my children, in
Yeah.
order for me to learn true acceptance of a person, even when I don't like what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I did resent him, but once I learned acceptance, I was like, oh, that's just who you are. I
Yeah.
look, I forgive all the bull crap because that's who you are.
Yeah.
And until you learn something different, until you choose and decide to be, do, say different, I can't do anything but accept you as you are.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say it has affected you in your relationship with your parents?
Well, my dad, I knew my dad, but it was like, damn, like, how you go to sleep with yourself at night? Like, you don't even know my name.
Mm.
You don't know my brother's name. You call them son and daughter, and it was just like, once you start seeing people for who they are, you don't want to be around that. You don't want to be them. You gotta accept them. Like you say, acceptance is a big motherfucker word.
It is.
I gotta accept that. No, you gotta accept for that person who they are. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to be around it. My
Mm-mm.
mama, she was on drugs, and it was like, damn. I started asking myself, like, when was you ever a parent? You start asking yourself, as damn, I don't want to be that parent. I try to
And
be
that's the
better.
gift that your parents gave you.
Yeah. And it's just like, wow. It's just like, I'm glad that I have the husband, the two-parent household. But at first, I didn't have that. And just like talking on your subject, as you being two-parent household the whole time, one man, like, how do that, like, I'm just saying, because y'all came a long way without your parents' support, without your grandparents' support.
And that
Like,
right there should let you know that you create your own reality, regardless of
yep,
who you do have or who
yep,
you don't have. So
yep,
when a lot of people, I know grown people to this day that will say, well, my mama didn't do this for me, and that's why my life is like this, or my daddy
no,
wasn't there, and that's why my life is like this. At what point do you take ownership for your life and for the
yeah.
life that you are creating?
And when I took responsibility, when actually I got married, and it was just like all the stuff that I seen my husband and see, he was like, "Oh, you should come on, let's go move there." And I'm like, "Move where? No, like you just." I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You see the people on the outside, but I'm in the inside. Like, I see these people flaws. You see the outside. You don't see the whole. You just thinking that everybody cool. Then when my husband started seeing it, and he started opening my eyes to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was blind to a lot of stuff.
because it was
And
your
when your
norm.
husband, it will tell you, like, nah, your mama don't supposed to do that, or they don't supposed to do that. And then I just started distancing myself. I said, you know what? I gotta find myself. I gotta
Mhm.
find, you know what I'm saying, who I am. And when I moved down here, and I moved out, my mama was here. She'd be like, come on, girl, come on. And all of that I appreciate. I appreciate her telling me to come. I don't blame everything on nobody. Like, as now grown, you can't blame nobody. Those
Right.
people gonna be who they are
Yep.
regardless of what happens. But is you gonna be that person? What are you gonna do? You gonna still be there in that dark space with them, or is you gonna move away? I feel like if I was still releasing and running after trying to build stuff, and then it's just like, no. When I ran, and it's like, oh, Shay, you got your own family. This is your family. Put your all in the little, like Lou. I put all my all in him. King put my all in them, cause they're my family. If I need
You know what?
anything,
Speaking to your point, when I remember Mother's Day used to be so hard for me. Mother's
okay,
Day, I used to be sad because my mom passed, and I wasn't raised with her anyway.
right,
I used to be very sad. I used to go into like a slight depression actually until something clicked within me one year. And I think it was maybe like 8 years ago, that Mother's
mm,
Day, something clicked within me. And it was like, Charmaine, you don't have to always mourn your mother every Mother's Day. You are a mother. You can allow yourself to be celebrated.
yeah,
So we do have the opportunity, the right, the responsibility, the freedom to go out there and create our own families
yeah,
and break, like you are a generational pattern breaker, and break those generational patterns and change the trajectory of our bloodlines.
yeah, yeah. And it's like, it's crazy because I ran and I ran, and it's like, I don't want keen to grow up around that. He the only
Yeah.
one. Lou grew up around it a little, but I was protecting his peace. No, we're not going over there. We're not doing it. No. Because you get older and it's like, no, I shouldn't be surrounded by this. Like, it's like
You just want more. You want different for yourself.
when I married into y'all family, and then it was like on the holidays, I'm over here, you hear, oh, shut up, bitch. And then you go over here, everybody drinking, smiling. Even if they had animosity with each other, they never showed it. And so I was like, oh, I like this family. So now I started spending more time on this side than my side. Because it's like, dang, it's the same thing every year. Like, you don't want to repeat. Like, I had to remove myself away from my mama for like a year. Because it's like, I don't want Luke growing up now. He's not no little boy. And then you just go over there and you hear all the negative. And I'm like, no, bro. Everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. Like, even if they your parents and your grandmama, what I learned is sometimes you just have to let go.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I ain't gonna say, oh no, forget my mama. She did this. No, that stuff I already passed all of that. I, like you said, accept them for who they are, and you got to move on. And once I did that, but I swear to God, was a burden.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like, oh yeah, oh, that's who you are. I can't expect nothing more.
You were this person before you even had me.
Yeah.
And you are refusing to shift and refusing to change. And while I want you to shift and want you to change, I can't make you and I can't do it for you. So I love you from over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's no love lost, it's no animosity.
And you know how you said your daddy, and you know you just want to be that daddy's girl, and you know you want your kids to grow up around that. But you sometimes you be like, thank you. Because I didn't want my kids around that.
No, that's exactly the space that I'm in now. Like, I would love for my children to be closer to their grandparents. However, I understand that their grandparents don't have anything to give to themselves right now. Yeah. So they definitely don't have anything to give to my children. Not that would be of a high vibration.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I see you for who you are, and I'm grateful that I know how to give you my space and how to give you my energy if I want to give you my access to me or my children. Now, when they get older, they have the freedom of choice to decide to do whatever they want to do with those relationships.
Okay. So, okay, keep going.
But as of right here and right now, I just don't see it happening. And it's not because like, oh, I'm trying to keep you away from somebody.
Or you better than anybody.
Yeah, it's not that. It's the fact that these conversations have not even been had for the other party to say, hey, I would like to play an active role. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
when is it too late? Is it ever too late?
Yes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is it ever too late to, like you said, is it ever too late for that person to, because they showed you who they were.
So people change, people can grow.
Yeah, now, but I learned with the changing things, people change, but they probably don't change as the level what you on. You feel me? They can change their clothes all day.
No,
some people only change. Some people only change. Do they actually change, or do they come around like they change?
That's true.
When would you know that they changed?
Some people truly do come around and they have a facade, but you know, the mask falls. You can only fake it for so long. So if the change is not real, the mask will fall.
Yes.
Now, people do change. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not the person that I was at 18, 19, 20, 25. I'm not that same person. I have shifted. I have grown. I've changed. You're not the same person you were 25, 30. Well, you're not that same person.
No.
So people can and do change if they desire to change. The thing is, a lot of people feel like they don't have anything they need to change.
Yeah.
I don't have anything I need to work on. So why would I change?
Yeah, and some people be like this, like, okay, a liar or anybody, right? And you tell them the people that, I mean, okay, when do you tell a liar and they're a liar?
That's the thing.
No, it's just things I'm just talking about, like a liar or a thief.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
No, a liar or a thief. Like, do you? Because I'm the type. That's why I'm who I am today. I'm the type of person who gonna tell you lying, right? But then you try to.
You're more confrontational.
No, it's not confrontational. It's like I'm blunt.
No, let me tell you something. It is confrontational. Because if you tell somebody they're a liar, they're going to become confrontational.
But they're gonna be. But guess what? In the back of that, you're not supposed to be around me every day lying, and then don't nobody tell you lying. Then that person think they telling the truth. When do you tell a person? I won't tell a person like they lying in front of like. I will pull you, cause let me tell you something. I'm growing, I'm growing, and a liar is a liar. A lie is a lie. It's just like, when do you tell them? When do you tell them? Like, you cannot let them people just go around keep lying and don't say nothing to them. That's what I'm saying. Like, so you know this person lying. They know you lying. When do you because it's like now at this point we protecting them. Like, no, you tell a person that they lying, you gotta tell them. Because if not, the person gonna always.
So the reason I disagree with you having to tell somebody that they're lying, they know what's coming out their mouth is a lie. Why would I have to tell you you're lying if you know that you're lying? Now, what you can say is because I've had plenty of friendships that I've broken up. Like,
that was one of the things right there, like a friendship, a cousinship, a
we're not on the same page. I feel like we are growing in different directions, and I'm going to distance myself and make myself less available to you.
That's it.
Because you don't have to. A person knows the bullshit that they're on. You don't have to tell them that.
I don't have to be the person that sit there and keep on dealing with it. Like, I have to.
Absolutely not.
I have to remove myself because I'm on the journey I'm on right now is love who love you, support who supports you, and that's it. If you don't get that from the people, you gotta disappear for a minute.
Well, I'm gonna say love everybody.
I'm just saying on my behalf. Like, it's just like on my behalf. It's just like if I'm always supporting you and always there for you, but then when it's my turn, is nobody there for me, then what do you do at that point? What do you do at that point, bud?
First of all, I just want to say I believe that you should love everybody because we are all extensions of the same.
Yeah, I love everybody.
And if I'm always showing up to support you, but you cannot show up to support me, then of course I'm going to limit the way that I support you.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to feel like they're in a one-sided relationship, whether it's a platonic relationship or a romantic relationship. Nobody wants to feel like they're the one putting in all the effort because the relationship ain't gonna thrive anyway. I did this thing with an associate of mine, and I used to always call. I'm the one calling. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna call her. And I'm going to see how long it takes her to reach out and call me.
Yeah.
We've not spoken since then.
Yeah. And it's like,
there's no love lost. I still love you. I just understand that we weren't both putting forth the same effort in the relationship. So I had to pull my energy back.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing now. It's like I'm protecting my peace. Because it's like you would get so caught up in people's shit. you'll be dealing with all types of stuff that don't even have nothing to do with you.
And that's how you got to protect your energy.
Yep, I have
And
to.
even still, when you give them access to you, there's a thing where the people who are close to me, if they call me, they will say, "Hey, are you in the space to hear my shit today?" If I'm not in the space to hear it, I'm gonna tell you, nope, I'm not in the space. If
Yep.
I am in the space to hear it, I'm gonna say, let me hear it. And that's how you protect your energy from people just dumping their shit on you all the time.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
boundary that a lot of people should set in place. Make people ask you if you have the mental and emotional capacity to carry their shit right now, to hold space for them right now.
Yeah. It's just what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, like when you have a like if you break up a friendship, a sistership, a brothership, all of that, when y'all, let me see, how can I put this? Have you ever experienced that? Like a cousinship that y'all was so close and y'all wasn't talking anymore, a brothership, a sistership, a cousinship. Have you ever been there?
Oh
And
yes.
what made you go back there if you went back there? Because some people don't go back there, but if you go back there, what boundaries do you set? Because you know that y'all done broke up, and the reason that y'all broke up, you probably don't want to experience that no more. So when do you just say, or you gave them another chance and they did it again? What do you do at that point?
So yes, I have experienced that with multiple siblings, friends as well. I can't really say a cousin I've experienced that with, but friends and siblings, yes. And shit, we didn't talk for I feel like a few years almost. And when they did come back around, they came back around apologetic. They came back around and they wanted to take accountability for whatever they did to me or whatever they did in the relationship. And I took accountability for whatever I did, even though I don't really be doing nothing to nobody. But so we started off with a clean slate, right? We started off with a clean slate. And one sibling, I have not had a reason to go, oh no, you lying, you didn't really change. They have their ways, but that's who they are.
Yeah.
Another sibling, I really have no reason to say, oh, you lying, I don't believe you, etc., etc. However, when the words and the actions don't align, that's when my antennas go up and I go, oh, okay, Charmaine, maybe be observant, maybe be smart in your decisions and be smart in the way that you are interacting with this person, because you have shown me things that are not aligning with you've shown me actions that don't align with the words that you are telling me.
Right.
And I don't know why you feel a need, or anybody would feel a need to lie to another person about anything. But then again, I have accepted you before you even came back and we said we was cool. I have chosen to accept you for who you are and how you are. So the things that you do or how you show up, it's not hurting me, it's not shocking me, it's not surprising me. It is simply teaching me how I need to move forward with you.
Yeah.
So when that person comes
Yeah.
back and you
Because
feel
it's
like
like,
they haven't changed, then that's when you use your own discernment to
yeah.
decide, all right, I see the same bull crap. This is how I'm moving forward with this person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just you
And
got.
I get what you were saying about are we protecting these people now by not calling them out? They know what they're doing. It's not even about a protection thing. If anything, it's about you protecting your peace, because if you have deemed this person a liar and you call them out as being a liar, what the hell you think they're going to say out their mouth to you?
It don't matter. A lie.
Another lie, right?
Another lie. But at the same time, I used to always say this to my mama. Like, if I don't tell you, you don't know. Like, I mean, on certain stuff. Like, if you always coming up in the house and wait, hold up, I'm trying to see. Cause I used to always like, Ma, that shit is crazy that you what you did. That shit is not right, Ma. I hope you don't think that's right, but it's like the family never told her wrongs. So if nobody told her wrongs, she always thought she was right. You know what I'm saying? She was always, and I'm. It's like you don't tell a person that they're. I ain't got to tell a person that they're a liar, like right there. Like I might be like this. It might be a conversation at the table, and it might come out. A lie might come out, and I'd be like, "Man, oh my God, stop that lying, stop that, cause you is lying." Like, and that's just who I am. Cause it's like, stop fucking. Why do you have to lie? Like, I don't know.
People lie to save face. People lie because they're embarrassed. People lie to make themselves feel better about their reality. People lie for a multitude of reasons. Some people lie just because they like the way it tastes on their tongue.
And a lot of people lie because they got fucking lips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just,
but it's not our job to. Even when you said nobody told your mom that she was wrong, so she never knew she was wrong. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I mean, I don't know, because sometimes
people around her simply.
Sometimes she get drunk and blacks out,
and then that's another thing.
Laugh. They'll laugh like, "Oh my God!" And it's like I was laughing. I was that person that was laughing with her later, and then it was like, "No, this ain't funny no more."
Yeah.
Like, Mom, you can't be drinking and driving. Like, Mom, you was all in the bushes. Or, Mom, you was this. You was cussing the people out. And she didn't even remember. But so a lot of the family
pray for those
a lot of people wouldn't even tell her, like, they won't pull her coat and tell her, like, Clevetta, you need to stop drinking. Or this. They find it funny or
because it's entertainment for them, especially if it doesn't directly affect their lives.
Huh?
Because it's pure entertainment for them, especially if it doesn't directly affect their lives. But because you cannot control your mama, you simply got to pray for her and hope that she gets better.
Yeah.
Hope that she did the things necessary for her to live a life that she wanted to live. And sadly enough, as much as we want these things for our family members and our friends, some of them just not gonna get it.
No.
If they choose, because everybody has freedom of choice, if they choose to do something different, then they will. And if they don't choose, then they never will. And I'm okay with either.
And like you said, that's on them.
It is.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for somebody to come and save them. Only you can save yourself.
Yep. And all this I'm learning, and I'm 44 years old. Like, you be like, damn, did you just know? It ain't that I'm just now. I've been knowing this. It's just I really sat down with myself and be like, I talk to myself all the time, like, damn, Shay, what can you do to make this situation better? Or, Shay, don't do that. And then I still try to come around, and you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, Shay, you got to back sometimes.
Yeah. Because it's not your job to fix anything.
Want to party and throw let's woo. And it's like, no, Shay, sometimes. And then, like, I'm always the one that comes to people and talk to them or have the conversation. And my husband, Lou, was telling me, like, Mom, just sit back. And if they gravitate towards you or talk to you, then feedback. But all that, I don't have to do all that extra stuff that I be trying to do, like be friendly and
people pleasing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's something that I have to stop. Like, it's just like, it beat me up at the end of the day. Like, Shay, you got to stop. You got to fuck with people how they fuck with you. You got to give them the same energy they give you. I know I don't. No, I don't. They give me messed up energy. I know how to walk away. And I know, and I'm the type of person, when I start fucking with you, it ain't, because it's like, I give you so many chances. And when I cut off, it's a cut off.
Yeah.
I ain't talked to my sister in about 4 years. I haven't talked to my nieces, no. In about 4 years, it's because it was like the same old. And I'll be like, okay, it's like a relationship. You're in a relationship with your sister, brother, or whatever. And then y'all break up. Y'all stop talking. That shit eat your soul alive. You can't eat. You can't talk. You can't sleep because you got all this on your mind. But it's just like my people always used to teach me, oh, your family, your sister. Oh, you got to be around them. You got to respect them, and you got to do this and you got to do that. And I was doing all that. But it's like people get jealous of your situation. Have you ever had a person like that around you that you felt that they was jealous of your life, or jealous because you moving different, or you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not in the same place you was when you saw them 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, or you bought, oh damn, let me see. You bought a house and ain't nobody say, oh, I love your house, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, like it's like my sister and them is like they jealous, and it's like I can't have that around me. Some days I be wanting to get up and call and be like, maybe they change. You know what I'm saying? Years later, like, let me be the bigger person, because all through the years I've been a bigger person. So this time God shows me. He said, what girl, didn't I say stop calling the people? Didn't I say stop doing that? So one day I got a bond. I said, my nephew was like, Auntie, only thing I really want is for you and my mom to have a relationship. I was like, all right, I don't have a problem with that. But it's just like, it's going to be on my timing. See, it's always, you know how the family always, life is too short. Life is too short. Don't people know life is too short for them to play with you like that? You feel me? So it's just like, with my sister and them, it's like, one day I call, I text her, Happy New Year, sis. Hey, Happy New Year. And it was like, boom, maybe I'm gonna start off little by just a text. No conversation, no phone, just a text. So boom, she texted me, well, she called me one day. And I think I was like in King school or whatever. And I was, you know how you'd be like, I'll call this person right back. Well, I got the text. It was like, oh, FUB, you ain't got to worry about me calling you no more. And God just was like, see, I told you. She ain't ready.
Yeah, I think distancing yourself is healthy as long as it's not done with like resentment.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't talking to you because I don't fuck with you. Not like that. I think if it's like I'm not talking to you because you are not at a vibration to where I want to allow you space to me, where I feel like you are going to be an energetic vampire and you're gonna try to suck all my goodness right up out of me. That's why I'm not talking to you, not because I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think the intention is important, and when you do choose to distance yourself from a family member in that way.
Yeah. And it was just like, God, He would not let y'all cross paths. I swear. I done cut people off.
I just gotta say, I don't believe God is a he. No,
it's just I just say
I believe the universe, source.
Yeah, well, the universe, because it's like I done broke up with friends, and it's like I haven't seen them since. Like, damn.
Yes, like nobody moved. We still go to the same Walmart, the same Kroger, the same everything, and I have never seen you in all these years.
Because God be like, baby, I showed you. You don't need that person. You ain't seen that. See, I do believe in when people do try to come back in your life and apologize and, you know what I'm saying, get back on the level because they have probably grew or know how you is now. I do, because I have a friend, and it's called, you have to forgive people. Yeah. You do have to forgive, for real. You do have to forgive people. And it was like me and my homegirl, we had a situation, and it was like we had fell out or whatever, but then we got back cool. And it was just like, okay, now it's like, now that we talk, it's like it's on a better level. Mm-hmm. It's different. You know what I'm saying? We ain't calling about who shot John, the other girls from last night. We talking about life type stuff. Like, she in California, and I be talking about the robots and how everything down there. She was telling me about how she breathed in bull crap down there. And I was like, dang, but it's just like your friends, some people is meant for to come back in your life. But some people, like how you said, you ain't crossed that path with people, you gotta let them people go.
Sometimes people really do just need to separate and focus on themselves and get themselves together before they can even try to be in somebody else's life, which is why a lot of relationships, we'll talk about that next time though. Why a lot of relationships are shitty and they feel like they're stuck in a cycle, because instead of trying to grow together, you need to work on you growing and then you growing and then growing together.
And that's what I said. When I say God don't let y'all cross paths, that means somebody didn't grow. Like, you got to grow. You know what I'm saying? If I grow, I might bump into you at the light. Or if you grew, if we both grew, I might see that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I grew and you didn't. So God was like, nope. Just go on, keep on going. Keep on doing what you're doing. Because it's like, whew. But you did pull out you pulled some strings out of me that I probably wasn't. You know how when, like, I was telling you about sharing, I'm like, I really don't want to jump on because I'm really shitty. But it's like, boom. And then it was like, damn, is I really to talk about it? Or nah, but you did pull a tear out at the beginning. I'm like, I'm acting like I'm hiding shit. But that's what it's about. Sometimes it is about communicating. Like, with you, it's like sometimes I'll be like, come on, bud, let's go have a conversation. Because it's like some stuff I can't talk to my husband about.
Yeah.
Or some stuff I can't talk to Lou about. We want to talk to that sister, like, boom. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's not going nowhere. I know you're not lying to me. I know you're not talking shit about me when I leave. So it's like, I love you.
I love you too.
So, we're going to keep it going?
Absolutely. Before we wrap up, let's give the viewers and the listeners a few practical solutions that they can use when deciding whether to fight or to flee from different family members.
Yeah.
I would say one of them is definitely to choose your battles.
Yeah.
There are some things that many people are holding on to from childhood. Well, when I was 5 years old, you said this.
No, you gotta let that go. You gotta let that go. Remember, I was telling you about the book I want to write about the little girl. That's something I never let go. Like, it's still right here, and it's like I want to release it, and I feel like only how I can release, because I talk about it all the time, and it's like it's not getting released. I need to release it another way. That's how I feel. It's like, whew, baby.
And another one is definitely boundaries, something that you touched on earlier. Setting boundaries. If there's somebody that you're like, I'm willing to fight because I love this person. Set boundaries. If those boundaries are not respected, then that's when you need to reevaluate the relationship.
Yeah.
And to see if their comfort is worth your discomfort.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then another one I would say is self-awareness.
Yeah.
Before you allow somebody to pull you out of your character and you are matching energy that is bullshit energy, be self-aware enough to say, you know what? No.
Yeah.
You do not get to control my emotions and control my mind the way that you are trying to. And I'm not going to give you the power to do that. So I'm going to take this back. I'm going to take my power back, and I'm going to deal with you a different way, if at all.
Yeah. And what I was about to say, it was something I wanted to say about the it probably ain't nothing. You can tell when your kid's been all in your stuff.
Always okay.
Like, oh my God, I can't have nothing. When do you? Dang, what is? I can't find it. Let me see. When do you? Nope, I gotta look on the book. I gotta look on the book because it's you just basically told me like when do you like protect your peace? When do you know? When do you just be like, you know what? I can't come around right now. I'm just fisted. You know what I'm saying?
When those boundaries are not respected.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when those actions and those words don't align.
Yeah, and they're not aligning, and I'm like, I need to work on myself to be a better person. And like you say, if people is meant to come back, they'll be meant to come back. But it's like right now, I'm not shifting myself to make you comfortable, or you know what I'm saying? It's just when you,
because something that's important is you have to be in a space mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, vibrationally, to be around that person without them influencing your vibration. If you can't go around them and not pick up their energy, then you don't need to be around them yet. But when you are able to hold that inner peace, and regardless of who is around you or what's going on around you, it doesn't affect you in a low vibrational or a negative way, then that's when, oh, hey girl, I'm at the barbecue. Hey girl. And it's not bothering me because I'm choosing how to be around you and you're not influencing my energy. Instead, I'm influencing yours.
Yeah. Cause they like, man, you gotta stop being, that's just always been me, just a happy person, just give props when it's due. I just give people flowers every time I see them. I don't care if you around me and I'm giving out flowers. That's like when I give Bug her flowers, I'm trying to give Bug her flowers. I would give everybody their flowers when the time is needed. You feel me? Bug is the only person that can ground me up. Like today, she was my mother, y'all. I swear to God, I read that text. I said, oh, let me get up on this shit. Like my sister, she talks shit, she play with you, but when she about that business, baby, you better be up on. I said, well, hell, I ain't got no choice. We'll be on that 12. Bitch, I'm like, oh, she ain't playing. She ain't playing with me. But that's dope as hell to me because it's somebody that believe in me and pulling me. Like, girl, come on. You keep on saying you want to do it. Come on. Here I am still trying to. Oh, I'm trying to do this, trying to find a way out of it. And then this how you were like, nope, bitch, I got to meet all week. You ain't doing it today. Well, we ain't going to do it. And I was like, I love that. Like, because there's somebody that's pushing me. And nobody never pushed me before.
Yeah.
Like, girl, go get it. Girl, you can do it. Go get that shit. But it was like you this morning. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes, we gotta do what we said we was gonna do now. Let's do it. Somebody needs to hear what we gotta say today.
Yes.
Well, this has been a very, very insightful conversation. Family drama is unavoidable at times. And if you can't decide whether you want to flee or to fight, you can always choose to grow.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to leave them with?
Fight before you flee. Because you can be fighting for the better. Them people probably don't know. And you probably teaching them. So fight before you flee. Like, give it your all. And if you see your all not going nowhere, then it's time to flee. Not saying flee out for the rest of your life, but just flee enough to get yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I think that is a beautiful word. Until next time, we will see you guys on Soul Sister Solutions.
Okay. Peace.